I will be shooting this video for demonstrating the SSD 1306 OLED screen with a custom BCBA that has been built. It's been interfaced over the I2C protocol. I'll be explaining the driver initially. This is the driver. I'm using the CLI thread for the debugging purposes, the I2C driver that has been given that uses the free RTOS functions. The fonts that have been already defined. So these are the fonts that I'm using for the screen. Coming back to the driver, these are some of the macros that I'm defining: the screen address, the orientations, the dimensions, all of these things that I'm defining. These are some of the function prototypes that I'll be using in my driver. Predominantly, I'll be using the write command and write data functions. So in write command, you can see I'm dynamically allocating memory for the command and control bytes, and I'm adding some debugging for that. So basically how it works is that if it's a command, it'll be 0 cross 0 0, and then followed by that whatever is the hex value will be written. So that's how this function works. Coming to the write data, in place of 0 cross 0 0 that we were writing beforehand, it will be 0 cross 4 0 to tell the screen what it is. If it's a command or if it is data. This is the initialization sequence of the screen that has been taken from the data sheet, and some of the delays for the timing purposes. This is to update the screen, the buffer of the screen with the dimensions. Followed by this, we have some generic functions like clearing the screen, filling the screen, turning it on, turning it off, toggling invert, the draw pixel, and these are some of the functions that will help us determine the direction and the string functions on the screen. So we have put C, we have put S, that will help us write characters on the screen. We have draw line that will help us to draw lines. We have or a draw rectangle that will help us draw a rectangle based on the 4 draw lines. We have a draw filled rectangle as well, a draw triangle, and a draw circle function, and a draw filled circle function. Yeah, that's it. So this is the driver. I'll show you how I'm using it in the main.c. So I've created a task for it, that is a display task, defining a task size of 512, and passing that as a parameter. I have a display task function specified separately, that will fill it with black initially. This is where the text has to be written, and followed by the font, and then updating the screen with it. So this is that part of it, of the main function. So this is how it will look on the final screen. This is the text that I'm writing. I'll show it to you based on the CLI as well, so how it will get refreshed. So before starting the CLI, I have determined some functions that will help us if the screen is, if it's entering this function. So it's the updating display function that should come towards the end, and some of these functions that will determine if the I2C driver initialization was successful and if the screen was initialized successfully. So this is the CLI. I'll just press the button, and so like you can see, the display has been updated, the driver has been initialized, and the screen has also been initialized. And I think I can refresh it and show it to you. Yeah. So that's the screen being updated over here. Yeah, thank you.